That's completely normal.
You're following a pretty impressive performance from Luffy, so
Yeah, Luffy really brought it today. Absolutely, a
yeah,
lot of really good runners here today. Really
yeah.
bringing the heat. You can see on just Julia's screen the fwa ha ha. That is actually a secret Easter egg, which we won't be able to hear, but just try it. If you've never tried it before, name your file fwa ha ha and see what happens when you get to reflection. Okay, it looks like runners are ready. So let's begin. What do you say? You guys ready?
Yo,
I think so,
I'm
yeah.
ready.
Okay, let's do it. This is the third race of the 19th ever Moonberry Cup, beginning in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Good luck to
Thanks.
both runners.
Good luck. Prologue. Here we go. Little hops. Little baby hops.
Very important baby hops.
Yes, absolutely. These little jumps are slightly faster than just walking. Again, in prologue, you don't have a dash yet, so really the best thing to do is just these little bunny hops. They're going to move you a little bit faster than just normal walking will. And wow, just like that, we're through. Pretty quick and easy prologue.
Neither runner losing time to debug mode or anything, so pretty impressive.
Yep, already we're off to a really good start here.
I can just go in, right?
Yep, go to the click into
To the postcard.
Postcard. Yep, that's where we'll pause. Perfect. And then I'll do the countdown. And this is it. This is the first real chapter of the run here for Forsaken City. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Here we freaking go. Yeah. Here we freaking go. Nikki, thanks for Nikki, aka the Go Fish. Thanks for helping out with the commentary today.
No problem. I always love being here. It's a lot of fun. All the people in chat are the best, and all the people that run are also the best.
A lot of cat people, a lot of cat fans in chat. A lot of nyas.
A lot of nyas, yes.
A lot of nyas. That's the one thing I did not think to change, but that's fine.
Oh, what? Turn that off?
Yeah.
Or...
Yep. Yep.
Let the people have their fun.
It's okay. They can. Yeah. I know that they're not gonna. Whoa. That's a whoa. P is good over here. With a pretty advanced strat I just saw. That is not a strat that is seen typically in runners that have a 44-47. So that's an indicator of what we're gonna see. This should be an interesting run.
Yeah. Sometimes people just say I might just f around and optimize.
Let me just learn some funny strats. I mean, that's really it's like one of the joys of speedrunning. I think is just learning fun strats. I always am an advocate for that. Like when I was learning to speedrun this game, I did a lot of strats that I probably shouldn't do because they're not as consistent. They're not worth it in terms of time save, but it's just fun. Like one of the most fun parts about speedrunning is just showing off these strats and learning them.
Yeah. And the other thing about City is that it can sort of feel like a sort of proof of your skill type chapter where you're like, all right, if I can get a sub 110 City, I know I'm this level of player, and I can set goals for the rest of the game.
That is true.
So,
yep.
It's a very good chapter to just sort of like learn some new strats just for the hell of it.
Okay, Julia, first one to the finish line here, and P right behind. Finishing up, nicely done. Can I call you P? I don't know if that's.
Call me Pie.
Pie, okay, Pie. I also love pie.
Same.
Pie is great.
Pie
it's a good thing to love as a Celeste runner. You get one at the end of your run. So
that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Nikki, what do the journals say here?
It looks like we've got a 20-second lead for Julia, and honestly, not much else to say.
Yep.
City can be an inconsistent chapter, but at the end of the day, a lot of people reset on it, but it's not a big deal in the race format.
Yeah, 20 seconds at this point is gonna, it's not gonna make a huge difference here early on as we head into Old Site. One of my favorite chapters. Okay, the postcards are ready. That means we are in place, ready to go. Old site begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Worth noting, this is the first Moonberry Cup for both runners. Pretty cool. We got a lot of first-time Moonberry Cup runners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 runners today. It's their first ever Moonberry Cup.
The empire is expanding.
The empire is expanding. We have a lot. We have like a ton of people that have like signed up at some point, but not a you know, a certain percentage of them are no longer running, or you know, it's not in time. But I think there's like over 120 people that have signed up, so that's pretty cool.
I mean, that's the nature of the sort of, you know.
Yeah.
It happens when it happens, and only 8 people can participate. But
yeah,
you know.
And you know, not everybody is gonna speedrun Celeste for 3 years, like some of the people in chat.
I don't see why not, though.
I don't see why not. Why wouldn't you only play Celeste for 3 years? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only, I don't know, less than a year in, but I played the game at launch, so.
I was pretty late to it. Yeah, I didn't play it until, I guess 2019. Like late 2019, I think.
Yeah, it had that initial burst of popularity, and then sort of, I don't know, it just trickled in that everyone realized, like, oh, this is one of the best indie games ever made. I should try it out.
Yeah. That's actually, yeah, that's how I found it. I played Hollow Knight, which everyone said was amazing, and it is. And then, like, just like the natural progression of things, I don't even know, maybe someone suggested it. Oh, check out Celeste, if you like platformers.
Yeah. Hollow Knight is a gateway drug into indie games.
And you see a lot of crossover in speedrunning, too. A lot of speedrunners will speedrun Hollow Knight and Celeste.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go, final screen.
As far as the run goes, they're pretty synced up right now, but Pi taking a couple of late deaths in the room.
This is the one. There's only a couple screens in this chapter that you really want to not die on, and this is one of them. It's the longest screen. It's a bit tricky, but it looks like Pi is through now, and both runners into the final section here. There's no danger in this final section. It's just basically I want to get through as cleanly as possible, not touch too many springs, and just keep momentum.
Not touch too many walls.
Mm-hmm.
Don't not hold grab and accidentally go backwards through a transition.
Oh wow, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Julia through, nicely done. Let's send our energy as Pi wraps up. Dodging all those springs. Very nice sight from Julia. Okay, and we're through.
Yeah, and Pi's gonna pull up his journal, and we'll see what's going on.
Yeah, let's see where we're at here.
Yeah. All right, so another 15 seconds added to Julia's lead. But both players putting out times that you would expect as far as pace goes.
Mm-hmm.
So no disasters yet.
Nope.
And they got plenty of time to make up.
Yep, really good start here. And again, the first 2 chapters are very short. This next chapter, though, is not. And it's going to this could be a big swing in terms of time. So hopefully players can just keep it nice and clean going through here. We'll do the countdown into Celestial Resort momentarily. Shake out the nerves. Get ready. Here we go. Celestial Resort begins in 3, 2, 1, go. All the nyas in chat. All the nyas.
I feel left out, you know, because as the commentator, I can't listen to the stream and the Discord call at the same time. So
yeah, well, it's just a few nyas here and there.
Yeah, I'm really missing it right now.
So
you guys should keep doing it, and Majama will love that you keep doing it.
It's you can do it occasionally would be good. Occasionally is fine. Okay, so Celestial Resort. This is again a much longer chapter. Like very compared to the first 2 chapters. This is a beast of a level. It takes you through 3. You have to basically make your way into the resort. You have to make your way through Huge Mess, which we'll talk about in a minute, and then you have to navigate to 3 bubbles. Each bubble is going to clean up a separate section of the hotel. Once the whole hotel is clean, you're going to head to the roof for an Oshiro encounter, and there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, and you get chased down for a reward for all of your hard work.
Yeah, right at the very end. Yep.
Yeah.
And all the while you're dealing with these dust bunnies. Madeline has terrible allergies, and if she touches dust, then she just dies immediately. So you have to avoid these spinning dust bunnies and all the little dust on the walls. And there's just a lot of ways to die in this chapter. Yeah, Huge Mess is the screen that Julia is on right now, and this is it's deceptively difficult because there's no danger, there's no spikes or death awaiting you, but it's just really hard to get through these little nooks and crannies efficiently. A lot of things like get snagged on and lose your momentum on, and but Julia making good progress through there.
Yeah, and now Julia onto the crates section. It's the first one almost everybody goes for, unless you're meaning to grab the heart, which you definitely don't do in, what's it called? Any percent.
Yeah, that's,
Julia saying, I don't need no spike jump.
Is that in all hearts?
And then gets it anyway. Let's go.
Who goes through, in what category do you go for the, Huge Mess?
Heart? It's pretty much like every category uses hearts except for any percent, I'm pretty sure. So almost every category other than like Benny percent and any percent use it.
Oh, Blobbity, good point.
I'm no expert.
Yeah, next after this chapter, we'll get on Julia's side. We'll get a file timer.
That's true.
That's very doable. Yeah, spike jumps are kind of cool. This is one of the screens here. Pi is on, where you can save a little bit of time by spike jumping. It does help to have 2 jump buttons if you're struggling with that spike jump or any of the spike jumps in the game. 2 jump buttons absolutely makes it a little easier.
Thankfully, you can hold down one jump button while pressing another, and it acts as if you had released and then pressed it over again.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, it makes it a little easier than just trying to do it with one.
Yeah, that's one thing that's great about this game. Just a lot of sort of accessibility stuff with the controls.
Yeah.
And with the newest patch, they're adding
even more
a demo button so that the people on PC don't have that much of an advantage over console players.
Yeah.
At least in full runs. We still get, practice tools and all that, but...
Oh, right. That would be probably a lot of work to
patch implementing a practice tool, yeah.
Speedrun tool. Well, maybe not. I mean, just setting spawn points, and I don't know how much work it is, but it would be cool.
Yeah. I've got no clue, but just the demo button in and of itself is gonna give Xbox, Nintendo Switch players just a lot more of a chance with a lot of these advanced strats.
Coming up,
but then it also takes away the thrill of getting those manual demos.
Coming up on the speaking of demos, we're coming up on the demo dash. You're gonna see the players here, I think, attempting to absolutely destroy physics.
They're going to cheat.
They're going to straight up cheat. Nice first try there.
Let's go, Julia. And Pi grabbing the key and is making his way to catch up. Late death on that screen is never good. Pretty much from the demo dash on, there's just a series of very long screens.
Yeah. Which
is probably the reason why this chapter is this hard. It's just, one mistake late enough on the screen, it's just demoralizing.
Yeah, and that's it's a reoccurring theme in Celeste that, like, at the end of the chapters, things get harder, and the screens get longer and more punishing if you die. So this, Resort is no exception. The rooftop section is difficult, and the final screen probably the most difficult when it comes to speedrunning.
Yeah, it's kind of wild that Celeste invented ramping difficulty.
It's very...
You know, all the video games before it were like, we're gonna put the hardest part at the very start of the level.
Right, let's just ease on down at the end and just let off the gas a little bit. But you can see on Pi's screen now, the demo dash is a very difficult trick. I think a lot of people maybe that are new to speedrunning see people doing it and see, first try, second try. It takes practice, guys. It's not a gimme. It's a very small window of success, and depending on how you're lining up, you have to line it up properly, and there's a lot of things going on.
With the sub-pixel nonsense that I barely know what it's about, it can be frame perfect. It can be a 1-frame window, which is rough.
There we go.
Pi finally making it through. Let's go, Pi.
So again, when it comes to speed running, you're always in between. Should I go for this again, or maybe do I abandon this strat and do the safe strat? And it's a constant struggle that speedrunners have to you have to navigate that decision making on the fly sometimes.
Yeah, and that strat even it's almost not even an option later on that you can say, oh, I'm on a good pace, I'm gonna skip this, because you are skipping 2, 3, 4 rooms by doing that demo dash.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. But yeah, the nice thing too about it is I think you can fail it 5 or 6, 7 tries and it's still faster.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to, it's not very tight in turn. It's also the reason that I really like Depth's Corner Boost as a strat, because it's one of those strats that you can get if you only get the initial boost off of the moving platform, that's still good. If you can get the initial boost all the way to the other side of the room, that's still good. If you can get the boost and the corner boost, that's great. There's all different levels of success, and they all are good.
Yeah. And even if you basically completely fail and end up on the ground right below the place you're trying to get to, it's not even a second slower than
it's
the
still,
actual strat.
It's still better than just walking, across the screen. So yeah, that's one of my favorite strats for that reason.
Yeah.
Here we go, final screen again. Just a difficult screen to end on. Smart just to take it slow sometimes. Nicely handled there through the final.
Good bounce back.
Yep. Well handled. The demo dash obviously really got stuck there for a little bit, and again, just speaks to the time and effort and practice that these runners put into learning these strats. This stuff it's made to look easy. It's not that easy, but we have a lot of race left here. Definitely still anyone's race.
Yeah. Looking at the cards, Julia with a pretty impressive time for the PB pace that we expect, and Pi now is about 2.5 minutes behind, but the later parts of this game can really cause some tilt. So
absolutely, 2.5 minutes at these levels. 2.5 minutes can go either way for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Golden Ridge is coming up next. Runners, if you need a second, stretch out your hands. Get ready. Okay, here we go. Runners in position. Let's begin Golden Ridge in 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Golden Ridge.
Great level, beautiful level, and relatively low threats compared to all those dust bunnies from the last chapter. So
Yeah, very true. There's actually, I didn't really think about that, but there's not a lot. There's spikes here and there. I guess just falling off the ridge would be like your biggest fear.
Yeah, it's definitely a low pressure chapter up until Cliff Face, the final checkpoint.
Yeah.
Where there's some sort of random off-screen Yeti or something throwing snowballs at you.
I never got an answer. I asked the devs in a couple of chats. They never
Really?
addressed my question, which means they're not confirming or denying. So it could be Yetis. They never.
Honestly,
Yeah. They don't want to. They don't answer me. I've sent many emails.
Yeah, I'll have to ask my uncle that works at Nintendo. see what he thinks.
Yeah, true. There's some cool strats here that I'm sure we're gonna see. We're already seeing some. Again, the auto scrollers in any speedrun, I believe, probably in the history of speedrunning games, auto scrollers are like the worst because they're slow, and if there's a way to avoid or speed up an auto scroller screen, then speedrunners are going to find out how. You could see Julia right there showing us exactly one way to do it here. This is a screen that has 4 or 5 different strategies for advancing a little bit faster. Sometimes, as Pi is showing here,
it safe.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to take it safe, and that's completely acceptable, especially this at the Feldspar League level. Sometimes just keeping it safe is fast.
I mean, the easiest way to make up time is to just not die.
It's so
Forehead.
true. It's so true.
Yeah.
If you only just went deathless, you know, you would probably smash a PB. Here's another auto scroller screen here. Julia going for oh, okay. That's whoops.
Ultra?
Oh no.
Oh,
nice. Okay. I thought she was way
oh
off. But...
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind you on the stream, so I was like, why are you so impressed?
I'll keep that in mind.
The strat was messed up. No. I'm fine getting spoiled.
But yeah, that's a screen where there's many ways to get through it, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
That's a cool strat. I actually like that strat.
Yeah. I'm not that good at that backup, but clearly Julia is.
Yep, and Pi here showing us the intended route.
Yes, the way God intended.
The way God intended. God and country. So, yeah, Julia now to Cliff Face, which is the final section. You can see we were talking about these snowballs just coming from nowhere. I mean, there's no way they're natural, right? Because do perfectly spherical snowballs form in nature? Is that it?
I don't think so.
I feel like they would have to be crafted by...
Perfectly spherical snowballs don't even form in,
right.
You know, the hands of a human. So
right.
There's some sort of like magic going on.
I gotta think
about it.
Giant Yeti hands would probably be the perfect answer here.
The perfect tool for creating.
Perfect tool. I don't know if Maddie's in chat. I mean, I don't know if you want to chime in here.
Julia onto the last screen. Well, the last real screen. Yeah. Making it through first try.
Nicely done.
GG.
GG. Ooh, Pi. Just showing you how accurate those Yeti can be.
Yeah. This might be my least favorite screen in the whole game. It's just it's brutal if you don't get your strat first try, and there's just snowballs coming after you.
Yeah.
But now, no more snowballs for the rest of the chapter, I'm pretty sure. And,
yep.
Just gotta resist this very, very high wind.
Snowballs are done. Final screen now. Yes, guys, the sound commands are okay once in a while. If it gets out of hand, we will have to take them away. But everyone's okay for now. Everyone's cool. Do you ever just retry? One final retry.
I was about to say, thankfully, Pi did collect the berry before retrying. So, in case this turns into an ARB run, the berry was collected. Don't worry, anybody.
All good. That pie is going to be a little bit tastier now.
Heck yeah. That pie is good. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so we got about 3.5-ish minutes right now, but yet again, I want to stress, at these levels, this is still anyone's race. Julia playing very solidly, and Pi is going to have to hope that maybe Julia's feeling a little too comfortable and lets her guard down and makes some mistakes here as we head into Mirror Temple. Let's see what happens. I think we're going to see 5As. Any 5Bs happening?
I didn't do my research. I apologize, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Unless they want to spoil it for us right now.
Any 5B? I think they're both focused.
Yeah, you'll see.
Wait for it.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I love it. I love it. We're building the tension. Okay. Let's see.
I think we might see a 5C here.
5C.
They're being so secretive about it.
Out of nowhere. 5C. Okay. Here we go. Mirror Temple.
You just collect all hearts and then.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Let's find out. Mirror Temple beginning in 3, 2, 1, go. So we're talking about 5A, 5B. For those of you not familiar with the run. Oh wait, this is the wrong music. Not familiar with the run. It's possible to play the beginning of the level, collect the tape, go to 5B, beat 5B faster than it is to just play 5A all the way through. So that's why some speedrunners at a certain level decide to do that. It's pretty much mandatory that you do it once you get to a certain speed, because it just makes sense. But at this level, it's not, and we may just see
it's a big risk reward situation for sure.
Yep. 5B has a lot of you want to be comfortable with advanced maneuvers in 5B. There's a lot of tricky screens, even for runners who are very experienced. There's a lot of long screens as well, which we talked about before. Long screens are dangerous because if you die towards the end of a long screen, that's really going to cost you. It's going to cost you a lot of time.
Yeah, and the only like difficulty in the second half of 5A is really just that like there's some screens that are really sluggish that like might be hard to execute a strat. And there we're seeing the depths corner boost for Pi. Like we said, still probably saving time, even though he only got a portion of it.
Oh, nice little optimization there from Julia. We are confirmed 5A versus 5B right now. Julia taking the 5A route. Pi going to 5B, which is a really I'm excited to see what happens. It's gonna have to be a nice 5B to close the gap a little bit here. Whoop, little detour. Nope, no berry. Okay.
Pi going for ARB strats.
Yeah,
just like in at the end of 4A.
Just wanted to make sure that berry was still there, you know. Julia, yeah, with a small optimization. There's like a built-in intended skip where you take a bubble and you take a hidden bubble up and over, but you can you can skip that by like dashing up at the right time out of the bubble. So that was pretty cool. I saw that, Julia. Don't try to sneak that by me.
It's intended for you to have the key going into that for you to get the heart, but the speedrunners are like, well, I don't need no heart and I don't need no key. So
yeah, they don't want to deal with any of that. Pi, you can go right into 5B, by the way. Don't worry about countdown or anything.
Good.
Julia turning into a seeker for a moment there, but she's back now. As we saw in the first few races, we may be seeing an attempted Bubs drop named after world record holder Bub-I. Shouts to Bub-I. Really cool looking trick where you exit the screen at the top of the screen, and then you have a very small window of success to fall back down, and then intentional retry, but it's tricky.
Yeah, it's and there's like, you know, so many different ways of doing it. There's the wall bounce, there's just like the crawl up, there's the jump up, but at the end of the day, all you need to do is get that jump as short as possible, as early as possible.
Yep.
But Pi going for the key strats after the missed bubs.
Yep, missed the bubs, and just a quick little backup over here to this bubble gauntlet room. But yeah, the update that's coming up for Celeste is going to allow for pause buffering, which will make tricks like Bubs Drop more consistent. Of course, there's people that are very consistent with it now, but it's a very small. I think it's 2 frames, 2-frame window of success or something.
Yeah, it's weird because you have to press it at a certain time and release it at a certain time. So it's like it's not just pressing it at a certain moment.
Yeah, it's actually like the release that something like that.
That matters the most. Yeah.
I will play 5B music though, since we are in 5B.
Yes, the best song in the game.
People love it.
You like jazz, Chad?
Anybody in chat like jazz?
And a sub 2 through the mirror for 5B at this pace is pretty good. So
yeah, pretty spicy.
I could see Pi making up some time here.
Pretty spicy. Any saxophones in chat?
I don't believe there is saxophone in the 5B song though, right? Isn't it all like trumpet or whatever? Or am I stupid? I might be stupid.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Nice stuff here from both runners. This is the screen Pi is on, which we talked about earlier. Yeah, this is a tricky screen. This is called the pillar screen, and there's multiple ways to get through it. None of them are fun.
Yeah, this screen, looking at it, I don't even remember what like the vanilla strats are for this screen.
Wow, that almost worked.
So bizarre. There's no floor.
Yeah.
There's just one seeker that you have to bounce off of.
Yep.
It's bizarre.
It's very weird. I guess this is pretty good.
Yeah, I guess
strats. Yeah, just kind of that works.
That makes sense.
Yep.
But I remember on my initial playthrough just being baffled at that screen, not understanding anything.
Yeah, and yeah, 5B is it's not an easy level.
Yeah, there they go, the Celeste developers with their whole difficulty ramp ups.
Right. Yeah, I know. You think it's going to be just like a cute little kids game.
It's very anti-gamer.
You know, you finish all the A sides, you think I'm done.
That's why I don't playing 5B.
Oh my gosh, Gauntlet Room.
Unfortunate death at the end of Gauntlet Room. This is what we're talking about, how some of the rooms are long, and if you take a death at the end, it's just not good for your time.
Yeah, and this room, it's almost impossible to like create a foolproof set of like strats for it, you know?
Yeah.
The seekers, as soon as they're like off by a pixel, they have their own mind.
They're basically RNG.
Yeah.
Mostly done by Julia.
On the second try, impressive. Yeah, Julia with a 630 mirror temple, which is pretty good.
Yep. Very solid. And pretty good showing here for Pi as well. I mean, a 5B is it's definitely increased difficulty. But you get points for
I
that.
don't remember what the tape grab was, but this is, I think, will be around a similar time to the 630, adding the two together. So
tape grab is 2 minutes.
Nice.
Okay.
So 21:33 right now for Julia. And I was not looking at the file timer. So we'll check out and 25:53. Okay, so 4 minutes more or less in 2 chapters.
Julia just very...
How's Julia doing on PB pace?
Very solid. Yeah, it's got to be close, right?
What are your expectations for Reflection in the Summit? Do you think you can do it in like 22 minutes?
Probably, I guess, for the Reflection, I'm gonna get about 8 to 9 minutes, and Summit around 13, 14-ish.
Okay.
That's a pace we got.
We're on pace. Let's go. All right, let's go. I mean, Reflection is next, which is another, pretty long and involved chapter. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, any pace pals?
Any pace pals in chat? Let's go. Send your energies. Reflection beginning in 3, 2, 1, go.
But no pressure, of course.
Yeah, of course, of course. But I did put a large sum of money on one of the racers, so just crossing my fingers.
Yeah, I bet all of my channel points in Smoke Pig's chat. He's running a underground ring, I'm sure, right now.
Yeah, it's a sub-only stream. It's betting on the races.
He said he would do that. He's not doing it. He's a liar.
Come on, Smoke.
Unless he is doing it. I didn't check, but...
Invite only. Very exclusive.
Yeah. There's a big channel points buy-in at the start, 100K.
All right, let me see if I can. Let me see if we can hear Julia's. So there you go. You heard what the Fwahahas or the Fwahaha file name
does
is.
it changes the Kevin? Is
Yep.
that it? Or
Yep.
is the Kevin? Is that it?
Yep.
Or
Yep.
Oh, let's go. I knew that it was an Easter egg, but I had no clue what the Easter egg was. So.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It changes.
You
the
learn
Kevin
something
sound.
new.
Yeah, me too.
I was really hoping. I don't think they are doing anything, but I was really hoping that with this latest update upcoming, that they would just sneak something in, just a little extra secret.
Like Mr. Majama's name in the credits or
just,
something like
yeah,
that.
something like that would be nice. Majama's a playable character,
Yeah.
The people want to see it.
Yeah.
This Reflection, though, introduces a couple of new mechanics. One, which you saw before, was the feathers. It also introduces the Kevin blocks, which we just heard.
Bumpers.
And bumpers. So there's a lot happening. The bumpers are one of the more cursed mechanics. They're just really tricky to bump off of accurately. They tend to just send you in the direction you don't want to go.
Yeah, and even whether you're holding left or right on your D-pad is going to change whether or not it sends you further or shorter. So there's so much variation in how far it can send you.
Yeah. Yep. And of course, speedrunners can use that to their advantage. But yeah, it's also just they're tricky. They're tricky.
Speaking of bumpers being tricky, though, Julia narrowly escaping that room deathless.
Nicely done. Both players through that tricky room, and it's nice sync up here. Heading down into the vertical section. This is another screen with branching paths. You can see Julia making her way through a couple of intended shortcuts here. You can kind of squeeze your way in between, and then you gotta once again deal with these bumpers, make your way around and through the water. This underwater section with these spikes is really tricky to do it fast because you're limited to trying to dash, but you can only dash in certain directions, and it's just easy to make a mistake here. But get your hey-yas ready. If you guys brought any hey-yas from home, now's the time to pull them out.
Oh, an attempted battle line boost. You still get the speed going into the room, so it's always worth it.
Battle line boost is another one of those depth corner boost strats. It's nice even if you don't get the full thing. You may get the first initial part, and that's still faster than nothing.
But pretty close to a sync up too. maybe Pi is half a screen behind right now in this chapter.
Yep. So we've come full circle, if you'll remember, in an old site where we first met Badeline, our other half. Badeline was chasing us, and we were just doing all we could to avoid her. And now, at the end of Reflection, we are confronting ourselves. We are chasing Badeline.
Yeah, she's playing hard to get.
She is. She's shooting laser beams and Kamehamehas.
As soon as you start to try to, chase after her, she says, "No, I'm out of here."
Yep. But each player is going to, like every screen, the goal is to give Badeline a hug, and then you can see as soon as you do, she kind of like retreats to her next spot, and then you can't progress unless you do this.
Yeah, she sort of opens up a path at the very end when she crashes through the wall.
But this
both
is
runners right now impressing me right now with how few deaths.
Very
this
clean.
Is a really, really hard checkpoint, and both are escaping almost every room first try.
Yeah, I was about to say very, very, very clean play here. Which at this level, mid 40s, is important. Just try and play clean. You want to know. You want to hit certain strats. But yeah, being clean is very important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So take a shower, everybody.
Yes, please shower. Final section for both runners here. Now just everything's popping off. You have these moving platforms. You have the laser beams. You have spikes everywhere. You've got the glowing energy orbs of death. I don't even want to jinx it, but I just haven't seen either player die.
Yeah.
At all.
This is pretty excellent play from both sides. And I'm trying my best not to jinx it.
I know.
Because we both said it.
Coming up on.
I'm just holding my breath right now.
Coming up on the end.
Yeah.
Julia is first to the level up.
If either of these runners don't have the golden berry, I suggest going for it.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the hard checkpoint. Yeah. I don't even have.
This is gonna be like
golden.
sub 10 deaths for both runners here. Sub 10. Julia first to the purple orb.
The thing is, Pi 6A's pretty well because of all his all full clear deathless run. Shout out to that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Extremely clean
And
stuff there.
I got the reflection roll 2 times.
Yeah.
And
4 deaths. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, both runners sub 8, which is excellent. Great job.
Yeah, very nicely done.
Nice flexion, yes.
Nice flecting.
Yeah.
Okay, Summit's next. Summit is the big one.
Summit is sus.
Oh no. Can I get some crying, laughing emojis in chat, please?
Okay, so this is it. The Summit. Pi is good. Still behind. JustJulias just too consistent. Oh, you guys can go ahead and start whenever you're ready. Go ahead, Julia. Jump in. Pi said, I don't want to wait.
Oh, shoot.
It's no big deal. It happens literally all the time. Not a big deal. But here we go. This is Summit. This is just a massive chapter. And I honestly, Julia has done such a great job to get this lead and keep the lead. But I really think it's still anybody's race just because Summit, like anything is possible. It's very, very possible just to get stuck in a certain section. And, a minute, 2 minutes difference is it's extremely possible for fates to change here.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, Julia's on pace, and if she manages to get a PB, there's no shame in losing to someone getting
Absolutely.
a PB.
Yeah, you
like
love
we
to
saw
see
last
it.
time.
You love to see it.
There's just something in the air or in the water at the Moonberry Cup that just people, they come with their gamer hands ready. You know,
It's true. It's true. There's magic. There's magic in here.
that's true. It's magic and nothing about a cult, though. I don't know what anyone's talking about in chat.
I never even use that word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pi actually doing a pretty great job so far.
Yeah.
Got a few screen leads.
Yep.
Or a few screen lead. And
Really nice start. So once again, Summit is kind of, we're going to look back at the entire game, broken down into sections. You can see this is reminiscent of Forsaken City, and now we're heading into the old site, Throwback, and then Celestial Resort, etc. Reflection is the exception. We don't have Reflection, like, it's weird. Reflection is a chapter, like, on its own. It's kind of has a couple of unique properties. There's no strawberries in Reflection.
Yeah, to be fair, the sort of the first checkpoint has a Reflection aesthetic, you know, with all the crystal spikes and all that.
Yeah, true.
There's none of the Reflection mechanics inside of it. There's no Kevin, there's no bumpers, there's none of that.
Yeah, we do see some feathers making a comeback at in 3,000 meters.
Yeah, so Reflection is just, I don't know, it's its own thing.
Not everyone in chat has played Celeste. I refuse to believe that. I'm sure there's some people lurking that haven't played.
Yeah. I mean, you know, these Moonberry Cups are probably the streams where you get the most viewers, and if people see the Celeste category and they click on it, they say, oh, let me check this out. So
yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that might get introduced to Celeste through these streams.
I agree. Perfect example, Aid in chat has never played this game. There you go. I wouldn't worry about spoilers either. I mean, because speedrunners don't spend any time. Yeah, we don't watch cutscenes, so don't worry. You won't get spoiled.
Yeah,
and,
just mechanics and screens get spoiled, but
yeah, but even
I mean,
then, you know,
the way speedrunners do these screens is not the way
right.
A first playthrough will do these screens.
Definitely not. $1,500 meters is, speaking of like casually, this is one of the harder ones casually, and even speedrunning, it's pretty difficult.
Yeah. Cycles. All my homies hate cycles.
Yeah.
And Pi doing the one at a time right there.
Just really not a bad strategy. Making really good time here with the smooth, clean play, and has the lead here on Julia, who has dropped back.
This is why you safety first,
wow.
you know?
And Julia there with a costly death at the end of the screen. This is really, I mean, it's still early because there's a big lead on Julia's side, but this is starting to get exciting. This is planting.
It's getting spicy.
It's getting spicy, yeah. This is planting the seeds of spice. Could a comeback occur in Summit?
You'll only be needing the edge of your seat for the rest of the stream.
That is true. Paid for the whole seat. You're only going to use the edge. Shouts to everyone who paid for their tickets to the Moonberry Cup. Thank you for your patronage.
Anybody in chat that doesn't have a sub icon, I hate to say it, but you are pirating the stream.
They scalped. Scalpers. The robeless.
Yeah, please cover up, people. We don't need to see that. Obviously joking. Nobody needs to sub to watch.
That's true.
The drama.
Dankel took it personally. Dankel handing out robes. Thank you, Dankel. Handing out robes. Yeah, Aid has a robe for life. You don't need a robe.
Ooh.
You're wearing a robe in my heart. Julia closing the gap a little bit here, making good time.
And Julia going for a strat that I rarely see anymore. I think that's the auto scroller skip, I think.
Auto scroller skip, yeah. Not to be confused with the auto scroller skip.
It's the as, not the ass.
Yep. Yep.
So great job there.
Nicely done.
Yeah, can I get an as in the chat? Thank you, Quirin.
Pi is good, has touched the purple orb and has ascended to 2,500 meters.
And Julia definitely had a good whatever number meters this is and closed the gap a
2,000.
little bit. So
2,000.
2,000.
Yep.
I was never good at counting.
Yep, 2,000 meters. Shout outs to the metric system. Pi is good. No, Pi is great. Says Ohei Kyohei. Hope I said your name right. Really nice, quick key skip there.
Yeah. That felt like a frame one retry right there, you know? It startled me.
Yeah. Really quick on the retry.
Oh, the sauce right there from Pi, going for the diagonal down.
Both runners in 2,500 meters together now. Door skips on Pi's screen. You actually casually would hit a switch, open a door, hit a switch, open a door, but you can just dash right under those doors. You don't even need to touch the switches. Julia now going for this key skip, which we saw earlier. It's not as free as, again, a lot of these speed strats, which the runners are hitting pretty quickly. They're not all free. A lot of time goes into practicing this stuff.
Yeah, I was talking to both runners before the race while you were deaf in Majama, and they both were expressing sort of how nervous they were about that key skip. I think they might have both learned it recently.
Okay.
And I just said, it's just 2 jumps, you know? It's that easy.
That's it. But it is just a thing that happens in speedrunning, and I'm definitely, you know, this has happened to me before a ton. It's just, you get stuck on certain things, and if you miss it a couple times, you get into, I don't know if it's just like a bad headspace or something, but you can end up
tilted,
just,
you know?
Tilted, yeah. You can end up just spending a dumb amount of time trying to hit a little, pretty simple skip.
But, you know, the theme of the commentary of this run has been strats like those, you're skipping more or less like 3 transitions in an entire room. So it's worth it to die probably 3 or 4 times. So.
Yeah. Pi is good now, making their way through the downdraft section, and Julia just entering 3,000 meters. So this is this could be tight if Pi continues with this nice smooth play. I think Pi is still gonna have to hope that Julia makes some mistakes because she's got a nice chunk of a lead here, but anything is possible.
Yes.
There's definitely a few tricky flags, a few tricky sections that you can, like I said, hey, sometimes you just get tilted. You may, it may be a death you weren't expecting. All of a sudden, it's 2 deaths you weren't expecting, and then, you know, you could get stuck. You never know.
Yeah, and I think in order to PB though, I think Julia can afford almost a 6-minute 3K. So
wow,
I'm sure she's feeling good right now.
Ooh, just barely eked out that save there on Julia's screen. That's in a downdraft section if you don't want to be neutraling. I mean, it's just really difficult to successfully neutral with this wind pushing down on you. But she does it there.
Yeah, I would imagine runners in the 44 range probably have a 4 to 5 minute 3K, so it's looking good.
Fantic, can we get Summit portion of the music, please? This is Summit.
And skipping flag 8.
Yo.
It's actually mandatory to skip flag 8. The sort of the opposite of what Dean was saying about flag 5. There we go. Flag 5 skip. Let's go. Pi approaching
yeah,
the last checkpoint.
The end here.
Or flag, I guess.
Flag 1 has been touched.
And it looks like we might get a sub 12, if my math is correct.
Yeah, this was a really good summit overall for Pi. Very solid stuff. Closing it out at a 45-41. GG to Pi. And let's send all of our...
Yeah, less than a minute behind PB in a race. That's really impressive. Great job from Pi.
Let's send all of our energy to JustJulia, who is on pace for PB here. PB pace, very possible. Pi showing us his pie.
Yeah, Pi, was that an ILPB or close to an ILPB right there in Summit?
Maybe. I think I got 11:30 once.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, an impressive summit for
Very
sure.
nice.
Yeah, definitely one of my better ones.
Okay, here we go. This is I don't want to jinx it.
This is definitely gaming. I can say right now.
Definitely pace. This is definitely pace, pals, right here.
Yeah. Looking like another 2-minute PB.
Wow.
That's a Summit ILPB.
Wow.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I just want to say 3 Moonberry Cups in a row. I've commentated races and people have PB'd during them. So
I mean,
if anyone wants to like host me on their stream and just have me inside a Discord call with them, I'm sure they're gonna get PBs. So.
Free PB. You heard it here first. Well, that was really good. Thanks, guys. It was a lot of fun. We'd love to see PBs, and thank you so much for racing today.
Thanks for having me.
What are my rates? I can charge for this. Let's go.
Shout outs to JustJulias. P is good. And the Go Fish. Thanks for co-commentating, Nikki. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. GG, both runners.
GG.